Hi Gemini, welcome to your September no contact love tarot reading. So Gemini, we are looking at the person on your mind, the one you're thinking of that you're in no contact communication with. We're going to be looking at what happened, how do they feel about it, how do they feel about you, what are they doing now that you need to be aware of, and will things change? So we have the Power of Love Oracle deck here, so I'm going to get you some opening messages with this deck. Then we'll jump into your reading. And this is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, heavy placements, crosswatchers, male or female, general collective reading. And this reading should be timeless, meaning it can resonate for you anytime, not just September. This is just when the messages come out. So keep that in mind as well. But welcome in Gemini, welcome in. I hope you're all doing well, staying safe and healthy at this time. If you are new or returning, welcome in, and thank you. My name is Mary, and this is Sunlight Inside Tarot. All right, Gemini, so let's see what your opening messages are. Then we'll jump into your reading. Satisfaction. You let the energy of love guide you to self-approval so that others no longer define who you are. Now, if any of these messages resonate for you, you can take it as that as well. Purpose. You possess the determination and dedication to consciously demonstrate love. Tolerance. You appreciate others' points of view because you sense the love in everyone. Loyalty. Your reliability demonstrates your loving sense of devotion and consistency of being. Now, I feel like here, Gemini, that you know this connection has a purpose. Like there's definitely something deeper here. I feel like you could be very loyal to this person, but I also feel like with satisfaction here, this person is probably maybe right now only in it for one thing. And you've been kind of tolerating it, you know, hoping that it would probably grow into something more, which probably didn't, and led to probably something that happened between you that led to the no communication or contact, whether you gave them the ultimatum, cut it off, or whatever happened, or, you know, you gave them the ultimatum and they walked away. But I definitely feel like this person was definitely just a satisfaction based, and you just only tolerate it for so long. And I feel like if you, if they woke up to the purpose, right, to this, you know, you would like to be very loyal to them and them to you, but it has to work both ways, right? So let's see what's going on here. Gemini, September no contact love tarot reading. We have the Before Tarot. So I'll do your reading with this deck. Then to close it out, we have the Earth Magic Oracle. And we'll pull some closing messages with that deck as well. All right, Gemini, so let's see what's going on here. Let's get the first row out. We'll see what's going on. Look at the bottom of the deck a little bit, and then we'll keep going. All right, Gemini, so let's see what's going on. Six of Swords reverse. Okay. Three of Swords. Yeah. Two of Pentacles. Ace of Cups. Hierophant. Yeah, so definitely the possibility of this like full-blown love connection in the commitment of that love. Definitely up in the air with the Two of Pentacles. You know, maybe not making you a priority, obviously, just everything up in the air. Don't know what's going on, right? And I feel like with the Six of Swords in reverse, for me, that can be about someone coming back around, also a very stuck energy. But with the Three of Swords here, it's like every time they come back around, I kind of get my heart broken. But this time they come back around, I'm not going to let this happen. I'm not going to let them toss me around. Toss a love around, or the promise, or the, not the promise, but the possibility of commitment, because the Hierophant can indicate commitment, you know, morals, traditions, values, standards, doing the right thing, growth, expansion, leadership, right? That is all up in the air, and you're kind of tired of it, right? So I feel like also with the Hierophant, you probably did the right thing for you. We're going to see what's on the bottom of the deck. See if we get a little more clarity here as to, I feel like obviously it was you. Probably put your foot down, right? This time around, it's like, nope, this is going to happen this time around. So I'm going to mention the signs as I see them, Gemini. So it could be signs in chart people dealing with. If some signs don't resonate, it's totally fine. You can disregard them. Doesn't mean it's not your reading, but we have Taurus so far. Yeah, Justice. Definitely doing the right thing for you. Four of Cups. Yeah, you're like, nope, I'm not giving into this anymore. Justice, doing the right thing. 2 cards of doing the right thing. And I feel like for you, you did the right thing for you, right? So obviously the person watching this is the one that's wondering about the person that's not contacting them. So it's still not really telling me like who walked away from who, but I definitely feel like there was an ultimatum here which led to this situation, right? So let's see how they feel about this whole situation. Gemini, let's see how they feel about this situation. You definitely see there definitely could be something greater here, but they're, you know, they're not conforming to the connection the way you would like them to. So whatever their issues are, I mean, it's not telling me that, but I mean, the Hierophant can also indicate marriage. So maybe they were married before and they had a bad marriage, divorce, and we did see the Justice card. And that could be why they kind of run, you know, they're happy with the satisfaction, but run from love and commitment, right? So let's see how they feel about all this. Knight of Swords. 6 of Wands. 9 of Swords. 9 of Wands. Oh. Hermit. Well, they're definitely keeping their distance because the Hermit for me is definitely a recluse energy, single energy. So it doesn't look like there's anybody else in the picture, but they're definitely stressed out by the burden here of knowing you want them to come in with this offer with the 6 of Wands. And I also feel like, you know, they came in quick and left. Knight of Swords very quick, you know, out of the blue. Maybe they could be a little chaotic too. Coming in, feeding their ego, right? And then they leave, right? So they definitely know this is causing, maybe they do or they don't, but this is definitely the big stress factor here. Just as fast as they come in, they're gone, right? And they kind of keep their distance, the Hermit. They're definitely struggling and stressed out, like I said, with coming in with an offer. 6 of Wands, you see someone coming in with the offer and someone accepting it, right? So they know doing that, or you wanting them to do that, stresses them out, and they're struggling with that. Still keeping their distance. Like I said, as fast as they came in, they came out, and it was just an ego feed for them, right? It fed their ego too. So could be a little bit about their ego. So let's see, we have Aquarius and Virgo. King of Swords reverse. So that is a no contact. And that's you, Gemini. So I feel like you were the one definitely that you probably could have blocked them. Definitely here. Maybe they tried to break through a few times. You're like, nope. Stop communication, right? Because you weren't getting what you deserve. Empress reverse, right? So we have Aquarius and Virgo showing up here. So let's see how they feel about you, right? You got 3 9s here. 9 is almost end of a cycle, full circle completion. Is this going to be finally the end of the cycle, or is it going to change? But let's see, Gemini, how they feel about you. How do they feel about Gemini? How do they feel about Gemini? What do we need to know? How do they feel about Gemini? Oh, Magician. Empress reverse. King of Swords reverse. That's showing up again. The Moon. 7 of Swords. That's not a great energy. Let's see what's on the bottom. 10 of Cups. So, I mean, it does look like here, I mean, 10 of Pentacles too, that they think about long-term happiness and stability, you know, and there is love here, but, you know, they still keep running. 7 of Swords running. A lot of fear. Still not communicating. They know that, you know, they're not giving you what you deserve, and that's why you backed away, because you're not getting what you deserve. So there's an energy of wanting to manifest this, but all they do is run out of fear, right? But they do have feelings. I mean, we did see the Queen of Cups, right? Okay, so let's see. We've got Gemini, Virgo, Libra, Taurus, Gemini, Pisces. So you're coming up in their energy. So they definitely think about you a lot. But I think fear of manifesting this to give you what you deserve, because they definitely know you pulled back because you did not get what you deserve and pulled back from communicating. But they're still running and having fear about manifesting this, basically. Oh boy, so let's see, what are they doing right now? What are they doing right now that you need to be aware of? Gemini. What are they doing right now that you need to be aware of? It's just coming up in my head right now. Maybe Spirit giving me the message that somebody may be questioning why I don't clarify with another tarot deck. I feel the story is in this one deck. And that's how I read. So anyway, the only time I use two decks is when I do a you versus them type reading, which I do on the channel if you're new here, and I'll be doing that in a little bit. I do a deck for you, a deck for them, and we look at both energies and we pull quite a few cards on each side. That's the only time I use two decks. If I were to do an extended reading, I probably would use another deck. I feel as I'm doing one reading, the story lies in this one deck. That's how I read. That's how I read. Anyway, I don't feel like I need to explain that, but if someone's going to leave the comment and question it, which Spirit told me somebody will, that's your answer. So you don't have to leave a comment. Okay. So anyway, Gemini. So let's see. What are they doing right now that you need to be aware of? Let's see. Hangman. King of Pentacles reverse. So, all right, let's see where this is going. Justice. Sun. Oh. And Judgment. Okay. Well, it looks like they're doing a lot of thinking here with the Hangman, but this Hangman doesn't stay hung for too long. He usually sees things from all angles, perspective, then gets up, takes action. Definitely there's no commitment right now. King of Pentacles reverse. So they're thinking about how this did not lead to the commitment that you wanted and need to doing the right things. Justice card. So this could be two cards, a big, big wake-up call. Enlightenment, growth, expansion. The Sun is the happiest card in the deck. Judgment card is life review, relationship review, healing, forgiving, releasing what they need to release to make way for new, a call to action, answering the call, wake-up call. Two cards of wake-up call. Big decision. And the happiest card, and the Justice too, universal law and order. This looks pretty darn good. So we have Pisces, Virgo, Libra, Leo, Scorpio. Let's see what's on the bottom. Nine of Pentacles in reverse could be them deciding maybe, not to be single. Don't want to be single. Page of Cups. So they never probably told you that they loved you, right? We know the romantic communication stopped. So this Emperor could be finally stepping up to the plate and doing the right thing, taking the lead. Interesting. So let's see what's going to happen. So that's a big turnaround. That is a big turnaround. So Gemini, let's go. Let's go. They may be coming back. Let's go, Gemini. Anyway, let's see how things are going to change. But if it does resonate so far, please do like, comment, all the good things. Be greatly, greatly appreciated. So we'll do one more row of more clarifying, and then we'll pull some Earth magic. And also, we are in Virgo season right now. So we have Virgo here. We have Virgo in the Magician, and also the Hermit. So let's see how things will change. How will things change here for Gemini? Let's see. Five of Wands. Two of Cups reverse. Oh boy. Four of Swords. Three of Wands. Queen of Cups. Well, there is love here, but I feel like definitely, I feel like they're going to come back around, but there may be conflict again, because we do have the Five of Wands, which may lead to another disconnect, right? Which will lead to them doing more healing, thinking, contemplating everything about the future. but there is love here. So also, this could be them thinking about, you know, the argument that has happened in your disconnect. A lot of thinking about the future. And boy, you know, I do love Gemini and my future without Gemini, and, you know, their love and, you know, my love for them. Let's see. We got Cancer here. So I'm going to offer, this can be commitment, obviously, solid new beginning. Yeah, we're disconnected now. The Lover's in reverse, but in reverse also is a clear choice. Upright Lovers originally was a decision. When I get it reversed as a clear choice decision, but you obviously disconnected, right? For reuniting. Because, you know, if there's an ending here, you know, the star is healing. So definitely wanting to heal, balance, things meant to be, divinely guided energy, wish dream come true. And if that ended, right, you know, and we still stayed in communication, no communication, I would feel defeated. Wow. Yeah, they would feel defeated. So let's see what's on the bottom. Death. Yeah, so there's the ending in the no communication. But they know they had a lot of love for you that they didn't tell you, show you, right? And we do have the King, Queen of Cups here. Now, the King for me, upright, is very reserved. If you watch my channel, you know. Very reserved, uptight. He doesn't show or give a lot. I like him better reverse. He's open, vulnerable, you know, expression of love, affection. So that was lacking in this whole situation, was them showing their love and not communicating that, right? In their non-action, right? And then led to the stop in the love connection, Knight of Cups reverse. So they have to come through with this offer, Knight of Pentacles. Or I definitely going to lose you forever. We have Scorpio here. So obviously it's going to be up to you, Gemini, what you do with this. But, you know, it always turns out this way where someone ends it because, you know, they're tired of it, and the other person, the more you're disconnected, no communication, they kind of have that wake-up call and they come back around and they want to be serious, right? But let's see what the Earth Magic has to say. What does the Earth Magic say for Gemini? See what else you need to know, and also everything you need is down below in the description box. All the links, all the info, my other channels, it's all down there. Let's see. Rain, purification. Cleansing, healing, purifying, purging, detoxifying. And this could be a lot of emotions too with the rain. River, movement. Well, isn't that funny? Because, you know, usually after it rains, everything starts moving, right? So they could be crying a lot now, maybe. If you're like, oh, they would never cry, you know, hey, you never know. So there's a lot of purging, crying, healing, releasing energy, which kind of wakes them up with movement. This can be going with the flow as well. Water is very healing, cleansing, purging, detoxifying energy. Diving deep. Water is all about love, emotions, and feelings, right? So definitely something's going to start moving here. We have a lot of water, which could be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces as well. Dance, celebration. So this could be a good time coming up here for the two of you. You know. New moon promise. There you go. So there's the promise of them coming in here and making that promise to you. And maybe a celebration of some kind. All right, Gemini. Well, that's what I have for you. The new moon. When is that? On the 21st? Something could be happening by the 21st. I don't know. That could also be the change into Libra as well. I'm not sure of the transition of Libra. I'm not an astrologist. Usually it happens around the 20th of the month. In between signs, generally, somewhere around that vicinity. But anyway, that's what I have for you, Gemini. I hope it helped. It resonated. Again, I'm wishing you the best, and I shall see you next time.